Don't kill cash.
Exactly. Our campaign.
This indeed is the GB News campaign. We launched it yesterday morning. We think a lot of people are vulnerable because cash is being phased out. So we're asking people to sign our petition. And already our petition is up at 88,000 signatures. If we get to 100,000 signatures, then we can start applying for debates in Parliament and so on. And the extent to which cash is being phased out really is quite incredible. In 2012, 60% of transactions were still in cash. And now it's just 30% of transactions. At this pace, by 2035, there's going to be no cash whatsoever. And at the same time, the number of ATMs has fallen by 25% since 2018. And there's a lot of older people in particular who need cash. They haven't got smartphones. They want to use cash. And also, if everything is not cash, if everything's bank transfers, every single transaction we do can be monitored by banks and therefore potentially by the state. And a lot of people are concerned about that as well.
So it's like a surveillance society.
Well, you got this sense of what's called surveillance capitalism, that we are the product. Everything we do online, everything we buy, everywhere we go is monitored, and then that information can be sold to third parties who want to, bombard us with tailored adverts to flog us stuff using money that we've got to borrow, given that there's a cost of living crisis. So this is why GB News has launched this campaign, and it seems as if this is really resonating with our readers, viewers, listeners. It's an online campaign as well, so get on gbnews.com/cash and you can sign that petition
and
too.
Here's the thing, I remember as a child being introduced to cash with my pocket money. We didn't get very much,
your piggy bank.
Yeah, and we had a little tiny safe with a combination code, red plastic one.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it. Do parents still give children cash for pocket money?
They do, certainly older people. The culture I'm from, some old guy in the pub would just slip you a quid or slip you a fiver because you were the kid of a friend. It's a way of bringing people together. Yeah. If we lose physical cash, we lose so much, don't we? We lose, where's my 20 quid in my birthday card? Yeah. I want to tip that busker because that piece of music while I was walking through the town centre really resonated with me. I want to give 5 quid to this waitress tonight because she's done a great job and I want to make sure that she gets the 5 quid, not the restaurant owner if it goes through the books. So it is a privacy thing, it's a culture thing, and yet there are huge vested interests who want to get rid of cash, all the businesses, the cash handling costs and so on.
Liam, aren't you surprised by how little the debate has been had around moving towards a cashless society?
I am, and that's why we're trying to do something about it here on GB
because
News.
I remember during the pandemic when all of these shops had put up little signs, do not take cash, and it was under the illusion that the virus could be transmitted by fomites on surfaces. The government knew really quickly that it wasn't transmissible on surfaces because it's an airborne virus. But they did nothing to disavow us of that particular misunderstanding. And they still haven't, because there are a lot of people who want this change to happen.
Yeah, a lot of business interests want this change to happen. A lot of the tech giants want this change to happen so they can monitor everything that we do. A lot of people,
governments who want to know where your
state
taxes
want this to happen because they are forever suspicious that if we're using cash, then people aren't paying the right amount of tax and so on. And look, just in the last sort of few hours, a story's broken that's completely chimes with this subject that we're discussing now. So the train operating companies, the rail delivery group, the sort of umbrella group for the train operating companies, they're going to announce today that they're going to close down, or they're proposing to close down, almost all ticket offices.
I hate this.
Really bad.
It's awful.
2/3 of railway stations still have ticket offices. If they're closed down, OK, it's a safety thing, right?
Yeah.
It's a value for money thing, because you can often ask, the people that sit in ticket offices, they're really knowledgeable.
They give you a much cheaper price than you get out of the machine.
In my experience, they want to help you to get the best deal.
I agree with you.
How can you get the best deal when you're on using an app that may be run by the train operating company? You can't.
And think about people coming to this country who are from abroad, train, baffling those machines. They baffle me.
Again, this is a legacy of COVID, Bev, as you were saying, because the train companies lost so much money during COVID, because they were running, for some reason, endless ghost trains. What was all that about? Just endless empty trains. I didn't understand why that was. As somebody who as a journalist, a filmmaker, documentary maker, I had special dispensation. I was allowed to travel around the country during lockdown making films. And in fact, I made a couple of films about the trains during lockdown and the kind of craziness of the amount of money they were losing. And now you've got the Treasury that wants to cut any government subsidy to the train companies. And the train companies are saying, all right, then we're going to have to close pretty much all the ticket offices in England. We're just talking about England at the moment. That's going to massively denude our train network, which means it will spiral downwards.
And passengers will get ripped off as a result.
They will.
Those machines are so typical.
We've all three of us had our gripes, haven't we, with the rail unions? But I think on this point they are exactly right. We do desperately need to keep the majority of those ticket offices open for all kinds of reasons.
But fancy doing it now when they're in a dispute already with the RMT. I mean, that's just going to inflame tensions.
It is.
Is there no joined-up thinking in this?
I think it might have been a leak or something, Andrew.
Right.
We don't... In fact, we don't know. The word is that these proposals are going to be announced today, but now they might not be because we're all focused on them. They might be released, on a Friday afternoon or something.
It's red meat to the unions.
Absolutely.
We've just gone above 90,000 signatures in our...
Well done, everybody.
So
just while we've been
really
on air.
Don't kill cash, over 90,000. We're within touching distance.
Just to say, there's a QR code there, which is slightly ironic because you need a smartphone to use a QR code. But you can also absolutely sign the petition. gbnews.com/cash. Go to that URL on the internet.
That's the easiest way to do it.
That's the easiest way to do it. And it's literally one button and you can fill in your details.
Even I did it.
Silver surfer that you are, or partially silver surfer.
Liam Halligan, we love seeing you.